Some people can point to a specific incident in their life where they know they began to suffer from depression. For me, I have no idea, and I've been trying to figure it out. I mean, I could think back to the first day of kindergarten and seeing how all the other kids were happy and playing with each other, and I've always just tried to figure it out on my own, which didn't help, and it wasn't until grade 12 that I learned that I can share my feelings even. But it really wasn't until third year university. I was working on a project at Emily Carr. I was studying animation, and we were working with BC Children's Hospital to create a framework for patients in childcare to transition well into adult care. So I listened to other people's stories, things that they dealt with, and I heard about the troubles that they went through and things that they deal with day to day. And here I was, knowing that I was dealing with something and feeling like the biggest hypocrite. I'm supposed to be helping people, but I didn't even help myself. So that's where Resolve began. And interestingly, I learned a lesson working on that project in that I can't identify people, but I could speak metaphorically about what I learned. And so I figured I could do that, not identify myself, but speak metaphorically. I did that through writing poetry. A class came when a teacher of mine asked me if I had any animation work to show. And I told him no, I've been writing poetry. But he was nice enough and actually asked me to recite it in front of the class. The whole reciting the poem was really surreal. I had no idea what it was going to be like. But by the time I was done, the whole room was silent. And there's nothing like the silence of how I felt their love and respect for what I just told them. It was almost a transformative feeling for me because then I resolved to pursue it more seriously. I had to create a fourth-year thesis film. So we screened our films at the end of the year. And when mine was playing, I could barely even see because I had so many tears welling up in my eyes. By the time it was finished playing, I was busy trying to wipe all the tears out of my eyes, but I could also hear other people sniffling. And there's nothing like the experience of hearing other people cry with you about something that you've experienced that's so difficult to talk about. It's something that really changed my life. And so I'll finish off by telling you the ending of the poem that I wrote. A moment came when he felt no connection with anyone. Depression or anxiety, a cycling drum that bangs on your door whenever it wants, except when it breaks it down and takes over your life for days or months, years past. But of course, they won't always tell you if they've had enough. Not when there was no one there to tell them that it's worth it. It's tough. That you should be good to yourself because you deserve it. What you feel is real. There's a way to find yourself among life's resources. Whatever you have, it's definitely a curse, and you must weather the storm. But the forces are different when the edges of your existence can even be adorned. There's an endless journey of finding more, and you can appreciate it when you find that no one else will get to have our persistence. Fight for your existence, because sometimes it's a war. But in the end, your journey of sizing up how amazing you are